What is the best marketing strategy for real estate? Guys, by the end of this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you not only just my 3 marketing strategies that I use, but you're gonna have a good understanding of what's gonna be the best marketing strategy for you to use. Hey guys, in today's episode, I'm gonna break down the 3 marketing channels that we do use in our business, but stick with me till the end because you're gonna understand how to avoid a pitfall. In fact, the marketing channel that crashes and burns most real estate investors before their business even starts. And then ultimately, what is our best ROI? Which marketing channel brings us the most money? All right, let's get to our first marketing channel. This one is called cold calling. Guys, you've probably heard of this. It's in every business, not just real estate. But ultimately, cold calling is where you are physically gonna pick up a phone and you're gonna call off of a list that you've already generated or you got your hands on, you've skipped trace, and now you're gonna physically call these individuals and have conversations with them to see if they want to sell their home. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of cold calling so that you can start to understand what is it that you wanna do as we go through these marketing channels. I wanna make sure that I point out, because I've now been doing this for over 7 years, where you can start to get a good decision. What should I do? What is my personality type that's gonna respond best to what marketing channel? Like, how am I going to grow my business? How am I gonna start my business? So the pros with cold calling is the fact that cost is down. So most individuals, when they get into wholesaling real estate, they always think about how can I do this with as least money spent? And so naturally they pick cold calling. Now, with the pro is yes, it's gonna cost you less, but to the con, that is, it's going to take your time. It's not something that is just out there doing something for you. You physically are going to have to be the one that picks up the phone and calls. And yes, you're trading your time in lieu of money from these other marketing channels. So this is where you have to start to ask yourself, what does reality look like? What does your life look like? Is it like me where I'm married, I have 4 kids, 4 no more, but I will tell you, if it was cold calling, I'm in the beginning stages, I'm working a 9-to-5 job, and then when I get home at 5 o'clock, I hurry and have dinner, and then I tell my wife, hey, see ya, I'm gonna go pick up the phone and start calling for 4 hours, and I do this every single evening. I just don't know how well that would have went over with my wife. It wouldn't have gone really well. So really get real with your reality. What does your life look like? Do you have other responsibilities that you just can't put on hold? We talk about how sacrifice is something that we all have to do. I get that, but not sacrifice so much that you lose what's most important. For me, it was my wife and kids. Cold calling wasn't my best decision when starting wholesaling real estate. All right, guys, once you're all dialed in, wink, wink, right, with the phone calls, once you're all dialed in, you will get to the point where hopefully your stats are starting to either match ours or beat ours. But now that we've been doing this for a few years, this is something that takes about 100 hours of dial time per contract. So I think what happens is when most people get into cold calling, they have this expectation. What if I come across a call on your first call? You could. It could happen. Absolutely, it could happen. The likelihood of happening are very, very low. So be real with yourself, telling yourself that you're gonna have to minimum speak to people, I would say 150, 200 hours before you start to see the real results, the real fruits of cold calling. This leads me to another point. 6 months, whenever you do any marketing channel, be willing to commit to it for 6 months. There's just not enough time. Where I see most wholesalers, and remember at the beginning I'm talking about the avoiding the pitfalls, the ones that crash and burn and it kills their business before it ever lifts off. This is referring to cold calling. People don't give it enough time. They don't think about the reality behind their lifestyle of what they have to maintain. And they come home, they start calling, it throws off everything. And after 1 week, they stop calling. And more importantly, when they don't see any good results, or because they're cold calling, they're talking to people are being rude to them on the phone, they're telling them to go pound sand, take me off your list. Some of them tell you to go F off. Like, there's ruthless people out there that are gonna chew you out. And because of that, not do they just say, hey, I'm done with this marketing channel, let's switch to a marketing channel. Many of them never ever get to another marketing channel. They close doors to wholesaling and they go back to 9-to-5, and it kills most businesses before they even lift off. Number 2 is direct mail. What is it? This is where you're sending out postcards with your message on it. Keep it simple, guys. This is where you're able to just send out a black and white postcard, like a postcard that's white with black handwritten font that just simply says, hey, are you interested in selling your home at 123 Main Street? For a fair cash offer, reach me at, and they call a number. Simple as that. Don't put pictures on it. Don't put for sale signs. Don't put a sold sign. Don't put a home. Don't put happy, excited people jumping in the background. Nothing. People don't like to be sold, but yet all of us are buyers. Make sure there is a message and with no marketing, like no pictures everywhere, so that people have to read the message so you actually have a shot of them calling you. Now the pros and cons. The cons are, instead of cold calling where it's like time for in lieu of money, right? This is the opposite. You're gonna be spending money. So the con is you're gonna have to spend some money, right around 37 cents per postcard. Now, if it were me and I was coaching you one-on-one, I'd be telling you, you wanna look at doing about 2,000 postcards per week. This is something that allows you to begin to have incredible conversations with individuals and begin to have that lead flow come in so that you can start getting deals. The pros, guys, the pros is what I love about direct mail. This is something you can still maintain your 9-to-5 job. This is something that you don't have to quit cold turkey and now it's like, this is why I'm doing cold calling because I quit cold turkey so I can't spend any money. No, you can still go out and make money at your 9-to-5. And so that's why for me, I started with direct mail. While I was at my 9-to-5, direct mail was going out and doing all the heavy lifting for me. I didn't have to pick up a phone. I didn't have to self-generate those leads some way. The postcard was doing the work. It was going out there, reaching people, my message in front of them, and the ones that were interested were calling me. These are the difference between inbound versus outbound. I love inbound leads. I love warm people saying, hey, I got your postcard. I wanted to see what you'd offer on my home. Those are a lot better conversations for me and kept my mind straight and kept me excited about staying in the game. Because when you hear like people just ruthlessly chew you out time and time again, I don't know how that would have been for me at the beginning stages. I probably would have gave up too. I would have said, see ya. So I love direct mail because it kept my mind right, it kept me positive, and it kept me looking forward to talking to motivated sellers. Hey guys, let me share with you a pro tip. And that is, many people they're gonna tell you, direct mail, it's dead. Don't listen to them. Go into this with full steam because yes, what they're gonna tell you is, hey, it's a 1% response rate. What do you mean by that? For every 100 postcards, only one person's calling. That's 99 people that just threw it in the garbage. And you might hear that and say, oh, that scares me. Well, let's put it on a grander scale. If you send out 10,000 postcards, you're gonna have 100 people call in. Of those 100, there's gonna be about 1, 2, 3 deals ready to go right now. So on those 10,000 postcards, you're gonna pay about $3,700, right? 37 cents per postcard. But the average deal nationally is $15,000. If you can get 3 deals just on a national average, you're gonna make $45,000. For us, it's $32,000 per deal, meaning $96,000 for the $3,700 spent on the postcards. Hey guys, before we move on to the third marketing channel, at this time I'd ask for you to hit that like button. If you really like this, hit that thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button. To be completely honest, every time you hit that thumbs up, YouTube promotes this to other people that are looking for this same content, and you could add value by hitting that like button. Our third marketing channel, that is digital marketing. Now, what is that? That's pay-per-click. Those are all the ads up top. When someone does a Google search, you see the first ones up top. Those are people that paid for those spots. Then you have SEO, which is search engine optimization. Those are the ones organically on the page that people don't have to pay for. And then you have Facebook. Facebook ads are powerful as well. Now, digital marketing, what are the pros and cons behind this? Let's start with the pros. The pros is everyone is online now. Now, we might be thinking, oh no, that's just the younger generations, and younger generations don't own homes, so I don't know if I'm gonna invest in digital marketing. Guys, I heard this last week as I was speaking at an event. Crazy talk. I have individuals that we do business with that are 80 years old, 85 years old, 75 years old. I'm telling you right now, the older generations, they get the internet. They're smarter than we think, and they are definitely looking for solutions online, and you wanna be one of them. The other pro, this is something that I don't have to manage. I don't profess to be like perfect at it. I don't do it. If I had to manage my own digital marketing, it would actually fail. So this is something that you can hire out so that people are doing it for you. Now that brings up a question of who do you hire? Be sure to, if you have comments down below of good referrals, I'd be glad to send you people even that do mine, because there are a lot of companies out there that, yeah, they may not do as great. So when you have a good referral, I'm always glad to share it. Be sure to comment down below and I'd be glad to share that with you. The cons, everyone looks at dollars out. This is something that will scare you the most. Digital marketing happens to be the most cost put out. So this is gonna be something like It could be $2,000, $3,000 just for someone to manage this, the PPC, the SEO, and the Facebook. $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month. That's not the ad spend. That's just their management fee. Over and above that, you're gonna have ad spend for the Google AdWords and all the different costs that go with that. So most people will look at the cost and they get nervous. They think, I can't afford this. This is too expensive. But now let's do real-time stats to show you why I love it. In our business, for every $1 we spend, $6.25 comes back. I love this channel. I love this marketing channel. I don't care how much money they take from me. If it keeps producing that 6 times ROI, I'll take it. Meaning for every $100 spent, $625 comes back. Yep, I want it. I want that all day long. I would sit in front of that slot machine all day long in Vegas if I had the opportunity. It's an incredible ROI. Don't get hung up on how much is going out. Always look at what with that money going out, how much could come back. This ends up being our most profitable and our biggest ROI in our whole entire company. So what is the best marketing strategy for real estate? For us guys, it truly is the one you focus on the most, first and foremost. But second of all, if you're going raw data, straight numbers, ours is digital marketing. But you have to look at this. Everyone's at different stages. Would I have paid for digital marketing when I first got into the game? Probably not. So I get it. I know I'm talking to individuals that are just beginning, and I know I'm talking to individuals that have been doing it for a few years like me. So get real with yourself. What's your reality look like? What's your personality type? What's your budget? These are great questions to start asking yourself so that you can really go through this. I'm not to say hey, this is the one I promote to you guys. No, this is something you got to decide. We're all different. We're all going to respond to this different. Hopefully this video allowed you to understand that with some certain questions, you'll start to pick what is the best marketing channel for you so you can start doing deals today. Want to learn my entire wholesaling process from start to finish? If so, I've included a link down below in the description box that allows you to get into our 30-day wholesale your first deal challenge. All you got to do is click on the link in the description and then just reserve your seat, and I'll see you guys in the challenge.